Altering sensory perception. Virtual reality, VR, immerses users in digital environments, tricking the brain into perceiving artificial stimuli as real. By stimulating sight, sound, and sometimes touch, VR alters how we experience space, movement, and depth. Over time, prolonged exposure to VR may lead to shifts in sensory processing, affecting how we interpret the real world. Changing the sense of presence. One of VR's most profound effects is the feeling of presence, the sensation of truly being inside a virtual world. This can lead to deep emotional responses, whether fear in a horror simulation or empathy in an interactive story. The stronger the sense of presence, the more real the virtual experience feels, sometimes blurring the line between reality and simulation. Training the brain in new ways. VR is used in education, medicine, and training to improve learning and skill development. Studies show that VR-based training enhances memory retention, motor skills, and spatial awareness. For example, medical students practice surgeries in VR before operating on real patients, reinforcing muscle memory and decision-making skills. Impact on human emotions. Virtual environments can trigger strong emotional reactions, sometimes even stronger than traditional media. Exposure to VR can generate excitement, joy, or fear, but it can also lead to stress or discomfort, known as cyber sickness. Long-term exposure to intense VR experiences may even reshape emotional responses to real-world situations. Rewiring social interactions. Social VR platforms allow users to engage with others in digital spaces, sometimes using avatars that differ from their real-world appearance. This can boost confidence, create new social dynamics, and even influence personality development. However, it also raises concerns about identity distortion and the psychological effects of prolonged digital interactions. Blurring the line between reality and illusion. As VR technology improves, distinguishing between virtual and physical reality may become more challenging. Some users experience a phenomenon called reality confusion, where aspects of virtual environments linger in real-world perception. This effect is similar to afterimages or phantom sensations, demonstrating how deeply VR can alter cognition. Redefining the perception of space and time. VR can manipulate perceptions of time and space. In immersive environments, people often lose track of time, experiencing hours as mere minutes. Similarly, VR can simulate travel to distant locations, making users feel as if they've visited places they've never physically been. This ability to reshape spatial awareness has implications for education and entertainment. Therapeutic and psychological effects. VR is increasingly used for therapy, treating conditions such as PTSD, anxiety, and phobias. Exposure therapy in VR helps patients confront fears in a controlled setting, gradually reducing anxiety responses. Similarly, VR meditation and mindfulness apps provide immersive relaxation experiences, influencing stress perception and emotional well-being. Ethical and psychological concerns. As VR becomes more lifelike, ethical concerns arise regarding addiction, desensitization to violence, and identity confusion. Some fear that excessive VR use may reduce engagement with the real world, leading to isolation or altered social behavior. Monitoring long-term effects on perception, cognition, and mental health is crucial. The future of human perception in a virtual world. As VR technology advances, its impact on human perception will grow. Will extended VR use change how we perceive reality permanently? Could VR create entirely new ways of experiencing the world? While its potential is vast, understanding its long-term psychological and sensory effects is essential to ensuring a balanced integration of virtual and real experiences.